Watch this clip because this is Benny. Okay, now in the absence of Charlie Kirk, okay, Charlie Kirk's been the point man on this, guys, right? Charlie Kirk has been the guy who's out there convincing women to quit school and convincing frat boys to go get their trad wives and all this shit. But Charlie Kirk is gone. He can no longer groom. And now Benny Johnson is out here. So there was a UFC event at Madison Square Garden. And Benny Johnson took some Russian money or some Trump Heritage Foundation money. They had 3,000 White Freedom t-shirts to go down there to give away at the UFC, right? Because their movement, guys, is so strong and they have so much support that they have to go out every day giving away thousands of t-shirts, right? I mean, it tells you, right? Like if you have to go promote your band, we used to do this, guys. When I was in the 90s in LA, we would see guys who like promoted like crazy. There's some shit you did. You put posters up on phone boxes. You put some flyers out in coffee shops where you knew the people who worked there. So they'd promote for you like person to person. But when you saw guys every night with thousands of flyers, you're like, dude, their band sucks. Okay, they don't have a following. That's why they're out here doing this every day. Like over promoting is the first sign that like you don't have a following. When your shit is happening, you don't have to over promote because you have it. It's already doing its own thing. You just have to show up, right? But these guys have to give away t-shirts. They have to fucking go out and go to like swap meets to try and register voters. Why? Because they're fucked. They have no support, dude. You know what I'm saying? Dude, they have no support, boss. And what's more, they're promoting a dead guy and they're promoting something that doesn't even exist anymore. They're like living on the past. But now watch Benny's the new point man, guys. Watch his interaction here, guys. Watch him with these young men. This is the new spokesman for the MAGA movement.
Get yourself a, here we go, this is the advice here. Get yourself a trad wife, lock it in, get yourself a million kids, embrace that incredible life that God has set for you. Lead your family, be a man, out on the front porch, in the rocking chair with the shotgun and the Labrador, rocking and rolling, seizing that American dream. Nothing makes a miserable lib or a miserable communist angrier than you living a happy and joyful life and you making more babies. And it's never been easier because communists are literally cutting their dicks off. So I don't know why they're doing it, but they're actually doing it. I've read stories about it. They like to do that.
I've read stories about it.
They're doing vasectomies at the DNC in the back of a bus. They're taking themselves out of the gene pool. It's never been easier. So get yourself a trad wife. Get yourself a good life that God has set for you and seize that American dream. Have a million babies. God bless you.
Dude, what is that message, guys? Can we unpack that for a minute? Okay, like, wow. Dude. They're so fucked. First off, you ready? First off, let's go look at the obvious where he says, get yourself a trad wife. But here's the problem is women don't want to be trad wives anymore. So he's starting off by saying, hey, go get yourself this thing that like nobody wants to do. So they're going to go out there. These boisterous young boys are going to go try to mold every girl they meet into their trad wife, which is going to make the girls flee, okay? That's number one. Get yourself a trad wife, have millions of babies. Like, really? Yeah, man, if you're 20 years old, you don't want to be having a fucking kid, bro. If you're 20 and you have a kid, you're done. You have no career. You're tied down now. You're going to be stuck working some job you fucking hate, trying to manage a relationship that's on the rocks because you guys got pregnant too soon and you weren't ready for that shit. Like he's giving them the worst possible advice. But I really want to hone in on the second part, dude, because watch this part right here. Okay, right here where he says, you want to be out on the front porch in a rocking chair, like with a shotgun and a Labrador? Like, dude, these kids are on YouTube and TikTok. Like, what is he selling them? Get out there on a rocking chair, but watch what he says.
Million kids, embrace that incredible life that God has set for you. Lead your family, be a man, out on the front porch, in the rocking chair with the shotgun and the Labrador, rocking and rolling, seizing that American dream. Nothing makes a miserable lib or a miserable communist angrier than you living a happy and
right there,
life.
Right there. Look at what he says, okay? He says, get out there, lead your family, rocking chair, Labrador shotgun, rocking and rolling. First off, that ain't rock and roll. Sitting on a fucking front porch with a shotgun is not rocking and rolling. That's some boring shit. But look at why he says you should do it. Because nothing makes a miserable lib or communist angrier than you living this life I'm telling you to lead. So, dude, he's telling them to do this to make us mad. Like, bro, what kind of life are you leading when you're leading your life just to make a lib or a communist mad? Like, that's going to get you into very, very bad territory, bro. Like, really? Yeah, go get a woman pregnant. Go get a rocking chair and a shotgun and a Labrador, because that's going to piss off the libs. But like, dude, their life is going to suck, bro. Like, you're creating your whole existence to try and make us mad. But dude, we're not even thinking about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally, like, sure, I get in fucking Twitter and troll these motherfuckers, and I make political content out there trying to, like, you know, free some minds and help people heal the way other people help me heal. But like, dude, I'm not mad at Benny Johnson. I'm not triggered by him. I don't even care about his dumb ass, bro. He is like a piece of content for me. I don't care if he has 10 million kids and fucking humps his Bible with Russian cash flowing out of his ass. Dude, it's like nobody cares if he like leads a good Christian life and makes millions of dollars and fucking Bubba's Trump's knob. I don't care about that shit. Dude, I'm too busy having a full creative life and making art. But dude, his whole defense for living this joyous life is to make the libs and communists mad. And then he goes on to say, like, dude, they're cutting their dicks off. So it's really easy for you to live this life. First off, I don't know any leftists that are cutting their dicks off. Okay? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he's on with this. Like, dude, we're not owned. We're not triggered. And we don't care if these guys are sitting on a porch. Dude, all I would think is if I drove by a house where like this kid was sitting on the porch with a shotgun and a lab, I'd think, dude, that kid's life sucks, bro. Homie ain't living, dude. This is the most cringe and awkward thing imaginable. Benny is obviously gay. Even these kids know this is a cover. My God, you guys are so fucked, bro. Because all I could think about when watching this was like, Benny is trying to sell a life he doesn't lead, obviously, because he is gay as shit, bro. Right? He's like, he didn't sell them, oh, this is a passionate life to lead. He's selling them a life of go trigger the libs by committing yourself to a trad wife, child rearing life. Now, some of these guys may well want that life, but some of these guys are going to get a woman pregnant, they're going to get married, and they're going to be miserable. Okay? They're going to be miserable, guys. And I know this. I grew up in a small town in Wisconsin. I saw a bunch of guys who got women pregnant, got married too young. They were miserable. They ended up working in factories, the 7-Up bottling plant, or working for like UPS or some shit, or a canning factory, or in a foundry. And they did that shit. They broke their back and living a life of quiet desperation where they went to the bar every night and tried to drink themselves into a stupor, and then often went home and took a swing at their wife because they were hurting inside. And the wives were miserable too, and the kids were miserable. Like, dude, this shit is fucking brutal. Dude, these guys are like, wow, bro. Like, I just don't think this movement has teeth, man. And like, I'm just saying, guys, if you're MAGA watching me right now, you think I'm woke, you think I'm full of shit, fine. Here's my message to you MAGA men. Do you think I'm a clown? You think I'm too woke? I'm full of shit? You think everything I say is bullshit? Do not lead your life to piss me off, okay? Do not craft a life trying to make me mad, trying to trigger me or own me, because you will waste your fucking life. I don't even think about you. I don't care. If you don't get woke and you don't find empathy and compassion, you miss out, okay? You suffer for that, not me. I'm not here doing this so like, oh yeah, because I need you to live by my rules or my Bible because I can't handle it. No, I'm trying to like give you a taste of the fucking promised land. And you can either go out there and get it, go explore. Explore your sexuality, explore your gender, explore your familial relationships, explore your careers, colleges, religions, and fucking whatever, dude, meditation and healing and therapy. Explore everything, play rock and roll, be an actor, live goddamn life, okay? But don't lead some life of anti-wokeness to try and piss us off, because at the end of the day, you're gonna fucking suffer, guys, okay? Get out there, show up, travel, meet, hang out with people that are different than you, right? Go get saved in many different religions. And then get rid of all of them and go become a Buddhist for a while. Go study with the fucking Oaxacans. You know what I mean? Like, live it up. That's what I'm saying, man. But these guys are like, dude, shrink your world and it'll piss off the libs. Dude, so dumb, bro. So dumb. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.